Good afternoon, great people. I celebrate you. I know you are a great person. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a very busy period. Quickly, I want to say this to the young generation. I want to say this to the youth because I so much believe in the young generation. Of course, by God's special grace, at this time where I actually belong. And I believe that we have a lot, right, to bring to the table in making the society a better place for each and every one of us, and even the generation yet unborn. But what we are able to deliver today will speak for us and then be beneficial, right? Yes, to the generations to come. And that is why I would like to speak once again to the conscience and the mind of the young generation. Yes, this one is going to the male and the female. Okay, and for the female is to those who are matured to be married and those who are already married and those who are to be married. And what I want to talk about this beautiful day is to let us know that there is dignity in labor. There is profit in labor, and there is ability to actually grow when there is a capacity to be consistent in whatsoever that is of value that you actually bring on board. To this end, I would like to eliminate from our mind, because the mind that we all have is a powerful tool. It can make a person, and at the same time it can destroy a person if it is not properly guided. Okay, and this is why I'm here to say that in everything that we do, no matter how urgent we want to be rich, no matter how urgent we want to live in a flamboyant building, no matter how how crazy, so to say, the society has pushed a lot of persons into doing things that they are not supposed to do, and at the end of the day, either they meet early death, so to say, or they meet with situations that they have never thought of. Okay, now moving forward, I would like to let us know that in everything that we are craving for, one thing that we should not undermine is building capacity, self-development, enhancing your horizons, and at the same time putting it at the back of your mind that you cannot actually escape the process of becoming who you want to become. Simply put, you cannot become an adult without first of all sitting down and even learning to sit. And then what comes next is the development of how you can crawl, okay, as a baby, and then it follows like that. You cannot become a multi-billionaire that will give you a kind of a balanced kind of financial life without actually having something to offer genuinely in a way of exchanging that value for money. Okay, so my dear young people, you can avoid the process of life and thinking that you can indulge yourself into anything at all that you might think from your mind, or somebody must have lured you into it, and then you become so worthy and not facing the repercussion of your actions. Okay, so the only thing that can actually make you to be financially free is starting a particular, either a job, and then or you develop a skill, right, or you have a business, okay, and doing these things over time with the force of consistency, bringing value from what you do, and then the value attracts money. So for the young generation, they may, please do not involve yourself, or you put your hands into things that the devil will have an opportunity to destroy your destiny. Okay, for young girls who are matured enough to actually bring in something aboard, we have a lot of them in the society. Some are into fashion designing, they are doing wonderfully well. Some are into tech, they are doing wonderfully well. And even the young men, they have a lot of things that they do genuinely that is making them to exchange value for money. Okay, the idea of, for example, young ladies who are married, who wants to be sitting at home becoming a full-time housewife, for me that is not advisable as well. Okay, you can be a very good wife, a virtuous woman, and then you have something you are doing. Okay, learn a skill, all right, backed it with a very sharp character and a beautiful attitude. And when you are exchanging this value, when you are bringing this value on board, you discover that at the same time you are making fortune out of it. And when you repeat this over time, you discover that that which looks like a challenge to you as a regard lack of finances, you discover that you begin to build up financial capability. And then whatsoever that was initially difficult for you to access with money now become a very easy thing for you to access, because over time you have been able to build yourself and develop your skills, and that which now turns into value now brings you a lot of fortunes that you cannot spend the way you will spend wisely, that will make you become or live the kind of life that you actually wish to live. So this is what I actually have for us this beautiful afternoon, that Dignity is something that you cannot take out of labor. Do not jump the process of life. Follow them gradually. When you enter into the higher institution, for example, there are stages you go through before you finally becomes a graduate. And when that is done, the next thing is to now bring on board that which you have learned over time in the higher institution or in the school that you attended, and then you began to turn your value, you turn it as one who is actually into business, turning your capital over. That is how you also turn your value over. Consistency is a key. So please, in anything that you do or think about how you can develop yourself, build human capital development, enhance yourself. Be a good reader. Read anything that is of valuable to you. Listen to any message that is of valuable to you. And before you look, you discover that you are now becoming that woman, that man that you have actually, dreamed about that you want to become. Do not involve yourself into any sort of illegality that will at the end of the day either cut your life short or make you to be one who will live a life of regret. Once again, my name is Darius Akmeme Elijah. I am a public speaker who talks to the conscience and improve the mind of people to live the life that they actually desire or dream to live. God bless you. I will see you again. Thank you.